out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing good. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give left side to Robinson. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The Saints at 4-5, a game under 500. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee it, at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
A 46-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. That started the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Now Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Able to fight for about 40 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And that will be incomplete.
That double man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bucs' 46-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Here's a screen for Robinson. A minute gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. When you look at this defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power, to take the offensive linemen and bring them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. That one hit and loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. We got Biggie fast.
Again, it's Robinson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. The first down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Williams. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up having over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson hits on the left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 18. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Williams. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. A run up the middle with Irving. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 30 less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 4-yard line.
Irving is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Irving. And this time he is in. Bucky Irving, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Williams, a final shot before break. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 30.
On first down, Horn. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Taken down by Cameron Kitchens. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down on the play.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cut! 180!
They'll try and run here with Irving. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Try it down with Irving. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Saints 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Second and a couple. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offense. offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
There he goes again. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Korn. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurry! Regular.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 9 yards to go. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
For a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stopped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just standing.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
They can get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 137 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
A gain of 9 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Point it right. Done.
Mayfield on play action. He'll try and do this himself. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Point it right. Watch the twin. Run. What's that?
Now Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds Douglas complete.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down.
41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
York now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Ties the game at 23-all.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Hey, alert, alert. 180. Regular. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Mayfield to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. A short one there, caught by Likely. On the gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The temptation to go for it, probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys. They're like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head,
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get